following is an unpaid preview for a game seeking funding on Kickstarter. The product seen here is a work in progress and is subject to change during the duration of the project. Hi everyone, Cardboard Stacker here with another quick start tutorial in which we're going to go through Nightmare Force Alien Invasion from Solar Flare Games. In the game, you and up to 6 of your friends must cleanse the forest from invading alien forces before time runs out. For a game of Nightmare Force, each player will choose a character, get an action token, a starting gear card, a choice of 2 character abilities, and dice. Players will also take a number of wound cards which represents the player's health indicated by the ability card. Dice will be shared among all players in a pool. Next, we need to build the forest. First, shuffle all 4 tier cards. For each player, draw 2 cards from each of the tier 1, 2, and 3 decks, and 1 card from the 4 tier deck. Combine and shuffle these cards and then randomly lay them out on the given board configuration by number of players. For example, in a 3-player game, draw 6 cards from tier 1, 2, and 3 and draw 3 cards from tier 4. Shuffle and lay them out in this setup shown. Then the players decide the difficulty by placing the turn marker on the turn track, with the easier mode having more turns. If any of the aliens are still left on the board by the time the turn marker reaches the end, all players lose. And before beginning a game, have each player put their character stands adjacent to a card in an empty space outside of the board. In any order they wish, players take their turns by doing a number of actions. At the start of their turn, player gain dice to use on a turn based on their character's level. Players starting at level 1 gain 4 dice. The main action a player can do is clearing the forest. When a player uses this action next to an adjacent card, flips it. Most of the time there will be aliens which will need to be defeated in order to win the game. Other times it can be traps, gears, and even allies. You'll be using your dice for combat against these foes. If you don't manage to defeat them on your first strike, they will have a chance to counterattack. Players may also search for gear. By rolling 1 or more dice, players may get some useful equipment. Items and weapons can be handy for healing wounds and defeating aliens with less effort. For each defeated foe, players can use them as experience points to level up. Moving on to a higher level allows you to receive 1 extra die beyond the first each turn. Each defeated enemy yields equal experience points to their tier level. The last action a player can take is moving. A player can move to the next empty space in any orthogonal direction as long as it doesn't go off the board. Players may also discard an unused die to move diagonally, but beware of marauding aliens. In order to win the game, players must defeat all aliens before the time runs out. If they do, they win the game. If, however, the player time has run out, or if any player dies, all players lose. I will now demonstrate a 2-player turn example. Previously, Amalia defeated 2 aliens and found a bat. Mark defeated 3 aliens and leveled up. Amalia at level 1 gets 4 dice, and Mark at level 2 gets 5 dice for his turn. Amalia decides to move first to the card on the left. It is revealed to be a level 2 alien with 4 health. Amalia uses her bat and 3 dice to defeat it. She rolls 3 hits plus an extra from the bat. With success, she defeats and receives a die back. Her bat card doesn't make any noise, so she doesn't need to check if more aliens come. For her last action, she uses 1 die to search for gear. She finds a gun and then ends her turn with 1 die on standby. It's Mark's turn, and since there's an empty space, he uses his move action. Since Mark is on the same space as Amalia, he can do a trade. By asking nicely, Amalia gives Mark her gun. Mark tries to clear up a 2-tier card on his right. It is revealed to be an alien torch trap with 4 health. It attacks immediately at any character in adjacent spaces. Fortunately for Amalia, she has the ghost ability that prevents turret attacks. Mark takes 2 damage and then uses his action to attack. He puts in 3 dice and his gun. Asking for some extra help, Amalia contributes her leftover die. Mark rolls 1 hit plus 2 added from his gun. Amalia rolls a double hit, which is more than enough to defeat the alien. Some weapons, like the gun, use ammo, so Mark turns it 180 degrees to show that it has 1 bullet left. The gun also, however, makes noise and 1 die is rolled for its noise level. With a result of 1, he adds 1 level 1 tier alien to the same spot. For his last action, he rolls his last 2 dice to search for gear. With 2 successes, he gets to draw 2 gear cards and keep one of them. Both of their turns are completed, so the turn track progresses by 1. I hope this tutorial was helpful to give a general understanding of the gameplay in Nightmare Forest Alien Invasion. After the video, please take the time to visit Solar Flare's studio Kickstarter page for more information about the project. The Cardboard Stacker thanks Dave Killingsworth for sending a preview copy of Nightmare Forest Alien Invasion. Before you go, I myself like to thank you for watching this tutorial. If you like what was done with this video, don't forget to subscribe and give a like. I'd like to thank my sponsors for making this show possible. And if you'd like to become a supporter of the Cardboard Stacker, please visit our Patreon page. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep on stacking games.